So how do you end yo-yo dieting? And that is what the topic of this video has been leading to. How do you end it? How do you beat it? Well, the first point that I want to make is it has to be a diet you can actually stick to forever, for the rest of your life. Can you ask yourself and be honest in answering yes, that I could do this forever? If you can't, of course you're going to go back to what got you there in the first place. If you kick out all carbs, if you could do that forever, I mean, I'm not a big fan of that in the first place, but if you can do that forever and you lose all the weight and you're like, yep, I could eat meat and cheese the rest of my life. I don't know. I mean, again, I'm not telling you to go out and do that, but if you can do that forever, then that's going to be a diet for you. As Coach Greg said somewhere in these clips, the best diet is the one you can stick to. It is cliche, but it is true. It has become cliche, but it shouldn't be cliche. It is very, very true. You have to be able to stick to it forever. So that is the first point, is a diet you can actually stick to forever. The second point is realistic expectations of results in time. I've talked a little bit about this. Think in your head, this is going to take me 2 years. Think about a pound a week, roughly. No matter how much you have to lose, a pound a week is going to be a really good place for you to gauge a slow progression. So if you have 20 pounds to lose, 20 weeks, that's not too bad. If you have 100 pounds to lose, 100 weeks, it's going to take you 2 years. And I know it can feel slow, but I promise, here's the key, and here's what I really want you to grasp onto. You don't have to wait 2 years to feel good. You don't have to wait 2 years to go back to normal, because again, we just said your diet is forever. So you're eating this way forever. So you're not going back to anything. And you're going to start feeling good at 10 pounds, 20 pounds, when you have to go get new pants at 30 pounds. These things are going to feel amazing. You're going to feel great, and you're going to actually stick to it because you're enjoying the journey. That is so key. So third point is learning to include holidays into your diet. I have seen it too many times. Even whenever you're dieting slow, even whenever you follow all these other points, birthday comes up, Christmas comes up, Thanksgiving, and then Christmas, and then New Year's, and your goals are ruined because you haven't eaten like that in forever. You feel this guilt, it creeps in, and then you fall off your diet, and then New Year's rolls around and you've gained back 10 pounds and you feel horrible. When it doesn't go perfect, you quit. And then maybe somewhere around June, July, August, or maybe coming into the holidays of the next year, you start up again. That is yo-yo dieting. So we have got to learn how to include those in our goals. And that just is simply, I mean, there's some mini points here within this point. So that is simply learning to food log and logging that in there. So you log your breakfast, you log your lunch. I have other videos on food logging. Go watch those. Log breakfast, log lunch, and your dinner. You're going to log it. You're going to guess the best you can at family Christmas dinner. And maybe you're high on your calories. Maybe you ate a little bit too much pie, but it's okay. Whenever you break down the calories, you look, I was only 1,000 calories over. It's not good. I don't want you to be 1,000 calories over every day, but you have to remember you were already at least 500 calories under your maintenance. So what? You're 500 calories over your maintenance? How much is that? I should have had this ready. I'll pull up a calendar or a calculator and show you how much that is. A pound of body fat is 500, or is 3,500 calories. So if you overate by 500 calories from your maintenance, you gained 14% of a pound. You gained 14% of a pound. I don't even know what that is. That is just nothing to beat yourself up over. But yet, when you don't know and you don't food log and you don't apply yourself to the knowledge of knowing how much you took in that day, and you give up, you say, you know what, I'm not going to food log today because I ate too much food. Well, then you feel bad, and you have no idea. I mean, you could eat 2,000 calories over, and if you were already hovering around 1,000 calories under, you gained less than a third of a pound. That is ridiculously easy to lose. You've lost 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 pounds. You can easily lose a third of a pound. Don't freak out. It's okay. So we got to learn how to include those holiday calories into our diet, because this is a diet that you're going to do forever. Are you going to skip out on Christmas forever? Probably not. So you've got to learn how to eat at Christmas. I just keep using that as an example, but you've got to learn to eat at Thanksgiving. You've got to learn to do those things and include that in your diet, and take a day off. It's fine. Get on it the next day. That's the key. When you get off and you stay off, that's bad. When you get off and you get right back on, you're good to go. And what would be better than not getting off and getting right back on your plan is including it in part of the plan. So take that for what you will. I have other videos on that. I know that's a deep topic, but learn how to eat at holidays. Last point here is seriously and honestly, you have to say that you're doing this for fun and to feel good and for your health. If you're doing this to look better, you will never look exactly how you want to look. Maybe you will, maybe. But there's something to doing this when it's fun, when going to the gym and feeling that way and feeling good and feeling confident. When that's your goal, when that's your motivation, and when you're doing this to be healthy, when you're doing this to be around for your kids, to walk your daughter down the aisle, to be around for grandkids. And I mean, we don't even consider this a possibility anymore nowadays, but you can. If you care about your health, you can be here for your great grandkids. You can have those 4-generation videos that are so fun to watch on Facebook or whatever. I saw one time. Maybe you've seen one. But it is so game-changing when you do this for you instead of for how you'll look. Because when you do it for how you look, ultimately you're pretty much doing that for other people, which is fine. That's not a bad goal. It's just I would like your primary goal to get to. And it doesn't have to start off this way, but I promise it'll probably morph to where you do it for yourself, for how you feel and the confidence you have in going to weddings and feeling good that you get a new, tuxedo and it's actually slim fit, or you get a new dress and it's you feel confident in it. And that's how you feel. Very closely related, how you look and how you feel, your confidence because of how you look. But when it's done more for you, that's where whenever you do this for fun, I think you're really going to strike that key. And that is how you defeat yo-yo dieting. And those 4 tips, go back, watch them again. Watch the 4 tips again, because if you are struggling with this, this is so detrimental to your health. If you go up and down and up and down and up and down, I will include a link to this video in the description, so you can go watch Coach Greg's full video if that is something you like. But you saw it in some of my clips, so you'll see it in more of his, and then especially the original Cub Scouts clip or video. There's pain there, and I'm sure you can relate to that. It is painful to go back and forth and to hate your body, and there's that psychological element to it that I said at the beginning of this video that is just so important to combat and to fight. So, guys, I hope that helps. And if you are struggling with your weight and with yo-yo dieting and with obesity, subscribe to my channel. It's all I talk about. I talk about weight loss and fat loss, and that is it. I used to say that in all my original videos, that all I talk about. Look at the titles of all of my videos. The only thing that you're going to see in there is weight loss and fat loss, or some type of diet, or achieving your health goals with weight. We can get into a conversation of weight versus circumference and all that stuff. I'm saying to lose weight and to feel better and to master this aspect of your health. Subscribe to my channel. Start watching through the videos. It is going to make a world of difference for you whenever you immerse yourself in weight loss and good weight loss advice. Subscribe to Coach Greg. He is one of the best coaches on the internet, I believe. He's one of the best coaches in the world for weight loss and fat loss. As I said toward the middle-ish of the video, buy his cookbook. And then reach out to me for personal training, because you get a free month anyway. You may as well. Buy his cookbook. It will be game-changing for you to be able to eat more food than ever. I promise. I have it. I cook with it. You will be able to eat more food than ever on less calories. That is the key. And it really does taste good. Is it as good? No, not as good, but almost as good. And that is so key to defeating yo-yo dieting. So guys, have a great one. I'll see you in the next video. You got this. You're going to beat this. I believe in you. Reach out to me for tips, advice, comment on a video. I'll leave my email in the description if you want any personal training. See you in the next one. God bless.